Don't lie. Some of y'all done put out date number none. So, don't lie. Ain't even been on no damn date.
That's just Tinder then. Maybe.
What?
Tinder.
Welcome to Thorns and Roses, where we touch on some of the most trending topics from her soft and delicate perspective.
And his harsh and unfiltered truth. I'm Fran.
I'm Bon.
And let's just jump into today's topic. I have a question for you.
Of course you do.
How many dates do you think it should take before one becomes intimate?
How many dates should it take before one gets intimate?
Yes.
I say three.
Okay, why do you say 3? Like, walk me through that.
Because I think on the first date, you're feeling each other out. You're trying to charm her, if you will. I think the second date, that's when they try to break that barrier of physical touch. You push the envelope a little more. Let her know that, hey, I'm not just trying to be your friend. Third date, we done broke the barrier of physical touch. We done already been in the public eye. So, what are you waiting to see now? After 3 dates, if I'm not getting anywhere, I'm cutting my losses. And gentlemen, to be honest, depending on how much you're spending on these days out, why would you invest anymore? It's not going anywhere.
Because it's not just about sex.
But that is a huge part of it.
It may be a big part, but it's not like the only thing. If that person is giving you great conversation, you're enjoying the vibe when you're with that person, then why are you putting this time frame on it where it has to be 3 days? And if it's not 3 days, she gets the boo.
The thing is, every man knows his batting average. If you 3 strikes, you out for me personally. So if I can't seal the deal in 3 dates, if she wants to go out on the 4th one, you know what I'm gonna say? I'm not dissing on you, babe. Is that wrong?
Please don't play with me right now.
The fact that the only reason why you're making her pay is because she hasn't put out yet, that sounds ridiculous.
Come on now, that's not the only reason.
You just said if I haven't gotten it in 3 dates and she wants to go out again, it's on her.
You're right.
But so it is about the fact that she hasn't put out.
No, because I need to see that now. I want to make sure that you're just as invested.
No, now you're just throwing stipulations out there.
You big man.
You just said if she has not put out, then the next date is on her.
Facts. Why is that such a bad thing though? She knows I'm interested. 3 days. I got 3 days to prove it. The 4th date is on her. If she got a problem with that, bruh, you don't need the 4th date to tell you shouldn't be there. Just
bye, Felicia.
I might be a little different. Hopefully, there's other women that like me. If there's not, that's fine too. Because do you? Mm-hmm. But for me personally, if I've seen that you have been dealing out money for all of these dates,
right,
I would probably say, hey, let's go hang out and this one is on me. I would offer it.
Did you hear that? Man, this is rare, gentlemen. This is rare. They do not. Now, I've come across a couple in my dating career, but that is not common for a woman to say, you know what? This is on me. That's why I said the 4th day, if she don't offer, put it on her. What about you? How many dates you think it should take?
Honestly speaking, I think it depends on the amount of time that is involved with that person. Because you can go on 3 dates in a matter of 2 weeks. That doesn't mean I'm about to give it up to you.
Why the you lying?
You gotta space that out.
In order for me to feel comfortable to be intimate with somebody, I had to have constant communication with that person. We had to have some kind of chemistry. I really have to feel like I'm vibing with this person. And
you gotta feel comfortable.
Yes.
I feel you. I got it.
But it's not about how many dates it's been.
Fellas, it really doesn't matter. I don't mean to cut you off, but it really doesn't matter how many dates it is. She knows if she like you, none of this even matters.
I'm not gonna sleep with you on the first date.
That's a respectable woman right there. And honestly, I don't even expect to get anything the first date. The first date is just me showing you that, hey, I'm a gentleman, I'm not a creep. You know, you can trust that I'm not gonna invade your space. I'm just a normal guy. You know, that's all that any of us fellas, that's all you gotta do the first date. Don't try to rush into bed. Like the first date, it's almost a no-go. That determines whether she's even going to want to see you again.
Don't get me wrong. There are women that are willing to put out the first date.
For sure.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
At
if
all.
they choose to do that. Especially if that
We
person...
love them. We love them. Keep fighting the good fight.
Especially if that man has done a really great job of making them feel comfortable.
All within 4 hours.
Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that.
Hey man, whatever it takes to make you feel comfortable. Time is of no consequence.
I do feel like it's important to state this, and then we're gonna get back on track. But a lot of guys put a lot of pressure on women, and so sometimes women end up sleeping with somebody on the first date, not because they wanted to, but because it was so much pressure put on them.
The first date is definitely not about getting the cheeks. All right. Now, if we get them, cool, but if not, what the goal is to build comfortability and break barriers. That's like physical touch. You know, she's talking, she feels comfortable leaning on you and just laughing with you, touching your arm, or any type of touch. It doesn't really matter, because that gives you the ability to touch her back. One touch for another.
One touch for another.
She's comfortable touching you. That's her telling you that it's okay to touch me. That's what she's saying. All right.
That's possibly true.
When you dropping her off, or you about to say goodnight, and give her that hug, that warm embrace. Be a gentleman the first night. Keep it classy. Give her a warm embrace. Let your hand rest low enough where you're not in the friend zone, but high enough where you still respect her as a woman. All right. Where she don't think you creepy. Don't be trying to go down the butt crack all early. You can't do that first date unless she. What we said about breaking barriers, physical touch. Now, if she touching you in these places, and you got free range. But the first date, not about the cheeks. It's about establishing a second date.
That's really good advice.
These dates, you want to space these out to the point where you're talking to this person, getting to know them, because you're still working on breaking barriers.
How spaced apart you think these dates should be?
I think you should at least have 3 dates. That's 3 weeks, in my opinion.
So you think a woman should be willing to give up her cookies
after 3 weeks?
After 3 weeks of knowing a complete stranger?
After knowing me? After 3 dates, I'm not even asking her out anymore. Now, if she does say, "Oh, hey, how you doing? I'm just thinking about you. I want to know if you wanted to go out, grab a drink with me." I'm like, "Oh, great, yeah. This one on you the other night, baby." Fellas, peep that. Give her a chance to show that she's just as interested in you and just as willing to invest in you as you are to invest in her. Some people may think, "Oh, you're being cheap," or "Oh, you're not being a gentleman." So don't find yourself in a position where she's just calling you when she want to go out, because that's what you're creating a pattern.
I agree with that, but that's why I said it's about the time and energy that is being invested. And just so you know, Jones' 3-month rule, it worked for me. It worked for me.
Shit.
It did.
Who's 3-month rule? Steve Harvey?
No, I said Joan from
not
Girlfriends.
What?
Joan, the main character. The main character from Girlfriends. She had a 3-month rule. Her 3-month rule.
It's not even a real person.
It's not, but.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
She was not putting out. That 3-month rule actually worked for me. So.
How many dates were involved?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No, but I know it was 3 months. But let me say this. I was seeing this person.
Okay.
We were meeting up. We may not have been going anywhere, but we were spending time. We were talking. I talked to this person every single day.
Okay.
On the phone, texting. They're calling from work.
Okay. No, because I'm taking it in. I'm taking it in. And, you know, I gotta make sure I respond appropriately for some of the fellas out there.
But so yes, that's different because I have felt like, okay, this person has definitely made me feel comfortable. They're allowing me into their life enough.
Barrier number one, fellas. Comfortability.
So I was talking and meeting this person prior to even going on the first date. I know a lot of women believe like, oh no, we're going on a date. I mean, yes, but I'm just saying for me.
Man, the thing is, those women, I don't want to call them hoes, but
She belongs to the street.
they really already said indirectly that they want to sleep with you, but they're like, oh, you gonna take me out. If I'm gonna let you bust his cheeks, you gonna at least take me out and get me a drink and something to eat. That's fine, baby.
Okay, so if that's the case, so you know that this woman is willing to put out on the first date, how much do you think you should be spending on that date?
This is a very important question because I've been hearing and watching and seeing things on the internet as well as in person where guys are blowing hundreds of dollars on the first date.
I think that's perfectly fine. If you want to spend your money on this lady,
Negative, gentlemen.
go right ahead.
You're a simp and you'll be
That's
treated
not
as
true.
such.
You're not a simp.
You will be
That just
treated
means that
as
you have the funds to show this woman the finer things in life. And
Fellas,
that's perfectly
this is a
fine.
stranger. Why would you show her all you have to give so she could just be there to snatch your resources? That's crazy.
I don't think it's
Gentlemen, no. Absolutely not. Now, what I like to tell men to do, fellas, if you enjoy fine dining, if you're gonna eat good anyway, it's no problem having a young lady to join you. But to be splurging on a chick just to get the cheeks, bro, like, understand, you may or may not get those cheeks, and it's like gambling. You might as well go to the casino. At least then you have a chance of winning something. Like,
You have a chance of winning something there too. That woman's heart.
I'm telling you, she capping. She's trying to play the fence. Like, she's setting y'all up for failure,
I
fellas.
fell in love on the first date.
Look, how much was the first date?
I don't know.
Where was it? Fell in love on the first date, though, right? Back to the question. Let's bring it back. Bring it back to the question.
Mm-hmm.
How much should a person be willing to spend on the first date?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna answer that for you fellas. If you tap $200 on a stranger, she know you tap $200 on a stranger. Understandable. What do we say the first date was for? Building comfortability. So it's not even really about spending money. The first date, the sun should be out. That initially means you should be spending less. You should be saving money because the sun's out. Women, that's for y'all. That's safety reasons. If a dude do that, I promise you he's concerned about your safety. And he's not expecting to get the cheeks. So if you want to blow his mind, and surprise him,
No.
give him them
I
cheeks.
mean, no, let me
He's
not
not
say
even
that.
expecting it. Give him them cheeks.
Let's be clear.
If he be
Most
to-
men are expecting sex on the first date.
Not when the sun's out.
Most-
I promise you, fellas. Do you honestly expect to get the cheeks while the sun is shining on the first date? I gotta know.
But most men are not going on first dates in the daylight. Most men are not doing that, Vaughn. You're not doing that.
Finish him.
Honestly, I have done that. Brunch.
Okay.
I definitely have done brunch dates.
That gets expensive really quick.
Man, bottomless mimosa is like $35 per person.
And so you're knocking on $200.
No,
Yes. If bottomless mimosas that's $70 right there.
$70.
And then food is usually going to
probably
range between $30 to $35 for brunch
Well,
per person.
one,
You're knocking on $200.
but I don't operate like the average man. I'm here trying to give the basics. I don't want y'all to be simping on these women and just being taken advantage of. That's all. That's who I'm doing it for.
No, I don't even think it's a lot of guys that's simping. It's a lot of dudes that's out here expecting stuff too soon. You going on this date with the mindset and mentality that you want to be intimate with this woman, and you're letting it show, and that to me is unattractive.
And I can see why you would say that, because it shouldn't be that obvious that, you know, I'm expecting sex later. This should be subtle. This should be, it's an understanding between the way we communicate, the way we touch, talk. It should almost get to the point where you can say, "You ready to get out of here?" And it's okay. And if it's not, then fellas, I'm sorry. You're moving too fast. Slow down.
So let me ask you this: if a woman gives it up on the first date, what are you assuming about that woman?
For the streets. Joke. No. You won't be looked at like you for the streets if you cough up them cheeks.
I feel
The
like
first night.
That's cap.
It's not.
It may have happened
You see
on
how
a
I
rare
pinch
occasion.
my voice, guy?
Exactly.
It's not.
On a rare occasion that you may not assume that, but I think for the majority, y'all do think, "Oh, this woman, she loose."
No comment. Next question.
So, what I'm just saying is, ladies, you will not. You're sexually liberated. You're strong. You're a woman. Hear you roar. You know.
So are you encouraging them to put out on the first date?
Yep.
It's up to you. It's your body, your rules. You know.
But I'm asking, for the majority of men, how do you guys look at us if we put out on the first date?
I'm going to the streets. The streets are calling my name. I'm going to the streets. The streets are calling my name.
I would say proceed with caution.
I don't think it's always about the actual date itself and how much money is being spent. That's not something that matters to me. It may matter to some women. So
Definitely.
if you can figure out the type of woman that it will matter to, and so if that's your type, then make sure that you're catering to that. But
Right.
just know the audience that you are dealing with. If that woman values your time more than anything, then make sure that you're investing that time. If that woman wants to be wined and dined, and that's something that you're interested in, that you're interested in that woman, then make sure you're wining and dining her. If you are interested in a woman that wants to go to a high-class restaurant first date and you're interested in her, then maybe you should be doing that.
Or not. How about that?
If this is the woman that you desire, then you're going to have to do what's necessary in order to get that woman.
Or not. Understand, we're talking about the first date.
If you can't do that for the woman, then maybe she's out of your league.
Maybe. And let her be. But fellas, the first date, you shouldn't be blowing hundreds of dollars.
Do not live above your means. But if you can afford it and this woman, you really
Very
want to be
important.
with this woman, or you really desire to bag her, whatever you want to call it, then do what's necessary.
Or not.
Adjust your type. Adjust what you're looking for.
Look, even these high-end
There's a lot of
joints-
men out here today. They want the Instagram model. They want the bad bee. So it's just like that comes with a set of expectations from that woman.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That comes with a lot of shit. So if you want the Instagram model, I'm sorry. Yeah, you paying to play. You want some pay to play type situation, and I don't subscribe.
Know
I'm not
your
with it.
audience. Know the woman that you're seeking.
I agree. Well, with that being said, I say 3, 4th one's on her. If nothing happens, if she doesn't want you by now, she won't want you later.
No, I have to say this because just because she didn't put out doesn't mean she doesn't want you.
3 weeks?
3 weeks is not that long.
What are you, a nun?
No, but not everybody operates on that same timeline. The world we living in would have you thinking that you have to do this. I don't think it's necessary. Just because
it's
somebody,
not necessary.
Listen,
but you want to stay in rotation, you better.
After a certain period of time, I know that I want to be with this person. I know that I'm interested.
All right.
But I'm also going to make sure that I'm not looked at in a certain way, because I actually do value this person's opinion of me, and I want to build more than just a sexual relationship with this person.
You've been talking for 3 weeks.
3 weeks is not a long time.
It's 3 weeks, gentlemen. It's long for some, it's not for others. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. 3 dates, gentlemen. 3 dates. No longer than 3 dates. If she's into you, you should know by then. All right, man, so tell me your final thoughts.
It's not about how many dates there were, but how much time and energy have you invested to get that woman to feel comfortable enough to put out.
I'm curious to see what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, put those thoughts down below.
How soon are you guys willing to put out? Come on, your secret is safe with us. Put it down in the comments below.
Don't lie. Some of y'all done put out date number none. So, don't lie. Ain't even been on no damn date.
That's just Tinder then. Maybe.
What?
Tinder. No judgment here. No judgment whatsoever.
At all. No judgment at all. We've
I'm
all done it.
I'm all for a sexually
liberated
woman.
I love it, man. I love it.
12 o'clock midnight.
It's getting late. It's literally midnight. So we're going to close this video out.
Catch us next time on Thorns and Roses. I'm Vaughn.
I'm Fran. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.